Hello everyone. So before starting this video, I would like to request everyone to kindly subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon also, so that you will receive notifications whenever I upload new videos. Even I make videos only for you guys, only for all of you. So please support me by subscribing this channel and don't forget to comment also. This is important as it motivates me for my work. So today's video is related to Nsou Pgeg part 2, paper 5 previous year assignment questions. As you know, assignment questions. I have already made a video on paper 5 which you can watch in my channel. I will include this link. I will include the link in the description also. Paper 5 video I'm talking about. So let's get started. So as you can see that paper 6. I'm talking about paper 6. So American literature, and paper 5 is a literary theory and criticism, right? And this is paper 6, American literature. So we will get novels, poems in which are actually American, included in American literature. Okay, the part of American literature. So let's talk about the first question. Let's have a look. The first question of previous year assignment paper. The first question is, who wrote History of Plymouth? Just read the question very well. Okay, don't skip the video. Okay, because I'm going to explain every point, and this is actually very much important for your exam also, written exam also. Because if you don't have enough idea, or if you don't have enough knowledge about the topic, then you will get the knowledge. Just listen to me very carefully. I'm explaining. I'm explaining every points. Okay, and which one is correct answer I will also tell you. So guys, here is the first question, that is who wrote History of Plymouth? Okay, History of Plymouth. Nathaniel Morton, William Bradford, John Winthrop, or Edward Johnson. These are the basically options. So which one is right option here? Which one is correct option here, right? So the correct option is William Bradford. William Bradford. Why? Because actually he was governor. He was a governor of Plymouth colony, and wrote a first hand account titled of Plymouth. Just understand, of Plymouth plantation, which chronicles the journey and early years of the pilgrims. And this work actually is considered the most authoritative account of colonies founding. Okay, and these option, remaining option, you can see that Nathaniel Morton, if I say about him, that he was William Bradford's nephew. If you don't know, so know about that he was William Bradford's nephew, and wrote New England's memorial. He wrote this work based on Bradford's work and other sources. And why John Winthrop, the option C is not correct, because he was a leader. He was a leader of, of the Massachusetts Bay Colony, and wrote a journal, which actually, dealing the colony's founding and early years. And the last option is D. Why this option is wrong? Because Johnson was a military leader and chronicler who wrote wonder working providence of Sion's savior in New England, about the early settlements in New England. So these are the actually options, and these are the facts why William Bradford, you know, is the correct answer. So let's have a look the next question. That is, who is called the father of American transcendentalism? I think I have, explained about this a lot of time, in my sessions, in my classes. Okay, who is the father of American transcendentalism? So here is the option: Ralph Waldo Emerson, Henry David Thoreau, Philip Freneau, and Herman Melville. So basically, you have to pick a, you have to apply the elimination round. Let's talk about the, Herman Melville. Why this option is wrong? Second. Why this option is wrong? Because Herman Melville, uh, if I say about him, then he was actually he was a 19th century American novelist and best known for his novel Moby Dick. But he was not part of the transcendentalist movement, if I say. That is why this option is wrong. Let's talk about why Philip is this option wrong or right. Philip Freneau. Actually, Philip Freneau was a poet. Just understand. He was a poet, often associated with the American Romantic movement. But he was not a transcendentalist. You have to understand. There are some kind of, factors. If you read about transcendentalist writers, transcendentalist poets, then you can understand there are some factors. So basically, he is not actually connected with transcendentalism movement. He was not a transcendentalist. So another option is Henry David Thoreau. So basically, as we know, he is a transcendentalist, but the fact is, he was following. But the fact is, Henry David Thoreau was a prominent transcendentalist writer and, Emerson's close friend. But we can't say that actually he is not typically referred to as the father of American, transcendentalism. Why? Because Ralph Waldo Emerson is the person who is called as, we can say the father of transcendentalism, because Ralph Waldo Emerson is often referred to as, the father of transcendentalism for his work, the American Scholar. If you read this work, his ideas on transcendentalism, if you read this work, then you can understand what I'm saying actually, what I'm saying exactly. He was transcendentalist, and he is actually the father of transcendentalism, and he was a leading figure in the transcendentalist movement also, which emphasized the, inherent godness of people, and if I say nature, as well as the importance of individual intuitions and experiences. And Emerson's essays, if you see Emerson's essays, such as nature and self-reliance type, self-reliance, which helped define transcendentalist philosophy and had a profound influence on American literature and thought. So he was the father figure. If you know about him, if you read about him, if you read about American scholar, then you can you were relating my what I'm saying actually. Okay, he delivered a speech in Cambridge University, I think. There is a society, Phi Kappa Beta Society. Remember? Phi Kappa Beta Society. So he delivered a speech. If you read American Scholar, then you can understand that. So he is a father figure. Okay, Ralph Waldo Emerson. So let's talk about the next slide and next question. Question number 3. What is the name of Ahab's whaling ship in Melville's Moby Dick? So as we know, the Melville's, Moby Dick. So the first line, if I say, call me Ishmael, Ishmael or Ishmael, 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 call me Ishmael. Or the starting name, actually, the starting word, actually, the starting line, call me Ishmael, right? So basically, here university wanted to know that from you that what is the name of Ahab. I'm talking about Ahab, not Ishmael. Ahab's whaling ship in Melville's Moby Dick. What is the name? Okay, I think you know. If you read Moby Dick, then obviously you know. The Pickwick is the answer, right? Pickwick is the answer. This is the name of Captain Ahab's whaling ship throughout Herman Melville's Moby Dick. The narrative follows the journey of the Pickwick and its crew uh, as they become, fixed uh, on hunting the uh, elusive white whale, right? Moby Dick. And remaining options, if I say, Flare or White Whale, the Tempest. Actually, the Tempest, if I say about the Tempest actually a play, guys. A play by William Shakespeare, as we know, and not related to Moby Dick. So obviously, this option, the Tempest, White Whale, these options are totally, wrong. Okay, these are not actually ships featured in, Moby Dick. Flare, uh, and white whale don't refer to specific, vessels in the novel. I hope you are getting my points. So let's talk about the next question. Question number 4. What does the word nada mean in the context of Hemingway's novel? Right? Nada, Nada, nada. Just understand. Nada. Just remember what is the meaning of it. Nothingness, guys. Nothingness. This option is the right. Just understand. Remaining options are not right. Why? Because nothingness, if I'm talking about nothingness, the word nada, N-A-D-A, nada, this is a, Spanish. Spanish for nothing. And in Hemingway's short story, a clean, well-lighted place, this is the work by Hemingway, it is used repeatedly, particularly by the older waiter. Um, and if I say, to present a sense of emptiness and lack of inherent meaning in life. So this concept of nihilism, nihilism, nihilism. This is the concept, guys. This concept of nihilism, which is the center theme of the story. Okay, and remaining these three options are not related because these options don't accurately reflect the meaning of nada in story. netherworld journey or looking backward, if you see. Okay, now that actually specifically refers to the feeling of, purposeless, which is nothing less, purposeless, they grapple with. And netherworld actually implies a specific art life. Okay, art life, which actually is not the focus of nada. Okay, nada or nada, जो भी बोलो, ठीक है. So let's talk about the next question. Question number 5. Who had an artificial leg in the story Good Country People? If you read Good Country People, then you can understand there is a character, Joy. These four are actually characters. Okay, Mrs. Freeman, Mrs. Hopewell, a young salesman, Joy, a young salesman, actually the antagonist, guys. Don't forget this. Antagonist. Remember this story? स्टोरी याद है ना? द यंग मैन जो कि एक बाइबल सेल कर रहा था, फेक बाइबल, मतलब बाइबल जैसा, वो एक बॉक्स जैसा दिखाने के लिए वो सेल कर रहा था, जबकि वो सेल नहीं कर रहा था. बाद में मतलब जॉय को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए वो ये सब चीज कर रहा था. रिमेम्बर, जॉय मीन्स हुल्गा, राइट? एंड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर वर्क, actually this character Hulga centered around, joy or Hulga, कुछ भी बोलो, who is actually a 32 years old woman, याद है, with a PhD in philosophy, who lost her leg in a childhood accident. Remember, थोड़ा सा मतलब दिमाग को टिकल करो तो समझ में आए ना. याद है, याद करो. Even she goes by the name Hulga, which she feels better, reflects her, personality after the life altering event. The story actually explores themes of identity, disability, and deception. Deception from who? A young salesman, right? And with Hulga's artificial leg serving as a significant symbol also. याद है ना? Artificial leg, Hulga. And remaining options are characters also. Mrs. Freeman, Mrs. Hopewell, young salesman, as I explained already. These characters are not even directed, described as having an artificial leg in the story. Because Mrs. Freeman is the wife of a hired hand on the farm. And Mrs. Hopewell is Joy or mother. Hulga's mother. And the young man is a visitor who deceives Joy. Do you remember? Even he wanted to force, he was forcing to do something wrong, याद है ना? बहुत कुछ, मतलब उसके वो बाइबल जैसा देखने में उस बॉक्स के अंदर भी मिला था, जिसकी वजह से जॉय को मतलब समझ आया द पर्सन इज फेक. सो उसका जो मतलब जो यंग सेल्समैन था, वो उसको मतलब जॉय को इम्प्रेस करने के लिए बहुत कुछ उसने किया भी, अच्छा बनने का कोशिश किया. रिमेम्बर दिस वर्क, गुड कंट्री पीपल. ओके, so I think you have already read this particular book, so I'm not going to in deep. So let's talk about the next question, guys. Question number 6. Who moved uneasily on the bench in Madison Square in O. Henry's story, the cop and the anthem? Okay, Options are the cop, the shopkeeper, Soapy, a young woman. So याद करो who. याद करो. Basically, the story is, protagonist, if I say, in Cop of Anthem, actually resolves around Soapy. Soapy was a character here. Soapy. This is a central character. A homeless man. इसके नाम से ऐसा मत सोचो कि ये कोई लड़की है. सोपी एक लड़के का मतलब एक मर्द का नाम था. A young man. ठीक है. सोपी. Oh. So who who is a homeless man who struggles to get, you know arrested for the winter, so he can spend time in jail with a warm place to sleep. So option C is right answer, correct answer, and remaining options are characters, but they're not associated this. Actually, these characters are not mentioned moving uneasily on the bench at the beginning of the story, while they might appear in the narrative, and focus is on Sophie's, you know plight. So basically, Sophie is the correct answer. He's the central character here, even. Okay, and he was finding a shelter because of winters and the very much cold temperature. Okay, so next question is question number 7, that in which poem does the line something there is that doesn't love a world occur? Okay, so this is the question. Very simple. If you read Howl, sorry, not Howl, uh, uh, I think if you read, uh, you know, this line actually from, as per my concern, Frost's uh, Mending World, I think. Yes, Mending World, right? Because this is the famous line. Something there is that doesn't love a world. This is a famous line. Comes from Robert Frost's poem, Mending World. You will get this in your SLM also, and it appears, right at the beginning of the poem, and it establishes a central theme about the tension between isolation and connection. And other poems are not related because Walt Whitman's Song of Myself celebrates the individually and connection, but it, doesn't have a specific focus on worlds. And Emily Dickinson, if I say, because I couldn't stop for death. So this kind of work, actually, I don't think so. The theme actually doesn't, explores the theme of world, or actually this work explores themes of morality and acceptance. I don't think so. Worlds are there. Okay, and Robert Frost, after apple picking was there. This is another work which actually reflects on the speaker's exhaustion after harvesting apples, with no mention of walls. Okay, so basically, uh, mending wall is correct answer here. As per my concern, mending wall is correct answer, and this line, as per my concern, as far as I know, something there is that doesn't love a world. So I think mending world, यहाँ पे world है ही, तो आप लोग देख ही सकते हो, इवन इसको मैंने पढ़ाया भी है. सो बेसिकली दिस ऑप्शन इज करेक्ट ऑप्शन. ओके, you can cross check with your SLM, but as per my concern this option is correct, absolutely correct. So question number 8, where do you find the line, I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness? A Wallace Stevens, Emperor of Ice Cream, एलन गिल्सबर्ग, हाउल. अभी कुछ देर पहले मतलब हाउल हाउल कुछ कर रहा था मैं, सो देखो हाउल आ गया, बताओ. सो एलन गिल्सबर्ग, हाउल, रॉबर्ट फ्रॉस्ट, मेंडिंग वर्ल्ड, Walt Whitman's A Song of Myself. So these four works actually, which one is correct answer? So basically यहाँ पे आई थिंक हाउल अगर आप लोगों ने पढ़ा है, जबकि मैंने इसका सेशन लिया नहीं है, बाद में लूंगा. हाउल जो है एलन गिन्सबर्ग का, हाउल वर्क में ये लाइन है, आई सॉ द बेस्ट माइंड्स ऑफ माय जनरेशन डिस्ट्रॉयड बाय मैडनेस. दिस वर्क इज वेरी मच नाइस वर्क गाइस. मैं इस टॉपिक पे एक दिन क्लास लूंगा जरूर. सो बेसिकली एलन गिन्सबर्ग, हाउल इज द करेक्ट ऑप्शन हियर. एंड basically this is the iconic opening line. I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed by madness. This is a very, first line of Alan Ginsberg, groundbreaking, poem, Howl. This this powerful statement sets the tone for the entire work, which critiques, uh, you know, a social uh, conformity and explores themes of loss and rebellion. Okay, and other poems, if I say Wallace Stevens, if I say Emperor of the Ice Cream, you already read it. So this is a more uh, whimsical and philosophical poem, not concerned with the themes of madness, or if I say a generation. You have to understand the theme. And Robert Frost's meaningful is not also focuses on the relationship between this kind of things actually. Okay, I saw the best minds of my generation destroyed madness. So this kind of things you can't find, because this is the if you read the Mending world, then this was a relationship between neighbors and the concept barriers, but doesn't mention a destroyed generation. They even didn't discuss about this. Okay, so Walt Whitman's Song of Myself is not also the right option, because uh, actually in this work, Song of Myself, he actually celebrates individuality and connection, but doesn't contain the specific line about madness. If you read this work, then you also understand. That is why I always say that just try to read all the works. Don't ask me that which one is most important among these works. Okay, because people are asking me that which one is very much important and which one we should skip, as we will get only 7 questions to attempt. But the fact is, guys, we have to understand that it doesn't mean that you will get 7 questions, but the fact is you are a PG student, so you have to read all the all the works only for the concept. In future you will get you will apply this for your to your students, or uh, for your career also. So concept is very much important, knowledge is very much important. So I would like to say that just read all the works. Okay, read all the works, whatever given in SLM. If you are not able to read all the paper pages, then try to get a summary, or try to get a theme. Simple, get a summary and read it, no problem. You have a theme, you have knowledge, then you can apply, you can eliminate, like I am doing this. I don't have any answer sheet, but I know what is the right correct answer. That is why I'm sharing the screen, and I am just reading the questions, and answers are clinking on my mind. That is why I'm explaining all the things with you, with all the works, why this option is correct, why this option is not correct. So this kind of mindset you have to create, because you are a PG student, not a 12th school student or 10th school student. Even you are already graduated, right? So you're going to be postgraduated. Okay. So the option, so the right option is what? Right option is a Howl. Okay. Allen Ginsberg Howl. So let's talk about the next question. Who is Electra in Morning becomes Electra? This is very much important work, guys. Don't miss it. If you didn't read this work, then I suggest you to read this work, because this is very much interesting work. So the characters are Lavinia, Christine, Jane, Hazel, Niles. Which one? Tell me. Just think it in your mind. Basically, Lavinia is the character. If I say this character is, I think, the right answer, because in this particular work, Morning becomes Electra, uh, which was written by, I think, Eugene O'Neill, right? Eugene O'Neill, as per my concern. As far as I know, Eugene O'Neill is the writer, uh, and this is a play, basically play based on the ancient Greek tragedy, the Orestia. आपको याद रखना है, Orestia by Aeschylus. Okay. And in the original play, if I say, Electra is the daughter of Agamemnon and uh, Clytemnestra. Clytemnestra. There is Clytemnestra and Agamemnon, character actually, who seeks revenge for her, father's murder. So if you read this work, then you will get a complex, which is Electra complex. If you read Oedipus Rex, do you know Oedipus Rex? If you read Oedipus Rex, then you will also get a complex, that is Oedipus complex. So Oedipus complex and Electra complex are very much important, guys. Don't forget this and remember these two complexes. So here is the right option is Lavinia. Lavinia. Okay. Why Lavinia? Because in this particular play, basically, if I talk about the other characters, like Christine is Lavinia's mother. Understand? Christine is Lavinia's mother, who parallels, Clytemnestra from the Greek play, and Jane and Hazel. If I say, uh, Jane and Hazel Niles are not central characters in the play, and even don't represent Electra, because Electra is a central character. Electra has a strong love to his father, so definitely you will get the Electra complex. This is called Electra complex. Father and daughter love, and mother and son love. This kind of complex, you can say, uh, Oedipus complex. If you read Oedipus Rex, then you will get this. Okay. So next slide, please. Question number 10. What is the name of Willie Loman's wife? Okay. So Willie Loman's wife name. Do you know? Do you know? Do you know? एक गाना है ना, अभी याद आ गया. Anyways, Enrique Iglesias का एक गाना है, Do you know? So anyways, which one is the right answer? Do you know? Linda. Linda is the right answer. Linda, Hazel, Christine, Jin. So Linda is the right answer, correct answer. Actually, Willie is a devoted wife, and throughout Arthur Miller's play Death of Salesman, really, this is actually taken from Death of Salesman. So I'm talking about Death of Salesman. Actually, Willie Loman's wife is, consistently referred to as Linda. Okay, she is a, patient and supportive character who tries to hold uh, hold the family together despite Willie's declining mental state and financial issues or financial struggles basically. And Hazel, Christine, Jen are not, you know they are not even associated with uh, Death of Salesman. So Linda is a character who actually, uh, you will get this character in Death of the Salesman, and this is very much important and very much nice work. I will recommend you to please read this work. This is very much emotionally attachment type, कुछ वर्क्स होते हैं जो इमोशनली अटैचमेंट एंड खुद के साथ रिलेटेबल भी होता है, तो आप इसको पढ़ो, तो आई थिंक यू विल एंजॉय, ओके, एंड यू विल फील द पेन बेसिकली। आज कुछ भी बोल रहा हूँ एनीवेज, जो भी बोल रहा हूँ आप लोग थोड़ा समझो, कंसेप्ट को समझो, ठीक है। सो बेसिकली यू नीड टू रीड दिस वर्क एंड let's talk about the next question, that is, which century in America was the age of enlightenment? As we know, there was a two-age, Puritan age and Enlightenment age. So options are the 16th century, the 17th century, the 18th century, the 19th century. Which one is right? Which one is the correct answer? Basically, guys, I want to say that if you read your SLM, then you are already familiar with this answer. You are already familiar. If you read Age of Enlightenment, if you read Age of Puritan Age, then you will understand that what was the timeline. Basically, uh, if you read about Enlightenment period, then you will get there was a date timeline 1700 to 1800. It is also mentioned in your SLM also, I think. In the first, you will get that the Enlightenment age when it started actually. So 1700 to 1800, this is the actually timeline. And as we know, 1700 to 1800 we should considered as basically 18th century, 18th century, 1700 to 1719, 99. So this age basically, this timeline is considered as uh, you know uh, 18th century. So correct option is 18th century, because American Enlightenment, if I say, I'm just giving you just some description, that I'm describing something that in American Enlightenment, if you read, it was a period heavily influenced by European Enlightenment of the 17th and 18th centuries. While these, some debate about the exact time, time frame, most scholars, one more important factor I want to discuss with you, that you have to understand, most scholars place the American Enlightenment within the 18th century, primarily in British North America. British North America. American or Puritan age, you can, Enlightenment or Puritan age. These are two also connected with British. Is in British North America and the early years of the uh, United States. And 16th century is not the correct option. 17th is not also, because these are these periods actually, this predates the European Enlightenment and would be relevant to the American context. Okay, these are the before Enlightenment period. Dates are before Enlightenment period or period and age period. Okay, so basically these remaining three options are not correct. The the correct answer is the Enlightenment period happening the 18th century. Okay, this is the timeline. Okay, don't forget this. So next slide we have where is the Wen Pond situated? Concord, hemisphere, uh, Shillington, Pennsylvania, Jackson, Mississippi, Con- Concord, Massachusetts. So basically, if you read and in your SLM, you will get this answer in first or second page. This is the, I think, Concord, Massachusetts is the correct answer because Weldon Pond is most famous and for its association with American writer Henry David Thoreau also. Okay, understand. Thoreau lived in the in a cabin near the pond for 2 years and wrote his influential book Walden, right? Walden, remember Walden, or if I say Life of the Woods, right? And it is also based on his experience there. And the book actually explores themes of self-reliance, simple living, and connection with nature. I mean to say unmaterialistic factors you will get that you will get in this work. So I will suggest you to please read this because as in present time we are available in Facebook, social medias and all. But if you leave all the things, if you just go and stay with like stay like Henry David Thoreau, like he explained in his book, then you will understand that ये जो मोह माया है ये मोह माया ही है. मतलब मेटेरियलिस्टिक थिंग के ऊपर हम लोग बहुत ज्यादा फोकस करते हैं, भागते हैं, मगर एक चीज क्या है, आप लोग इसको अगर छोड़ दोगे, इफ यू लीव ऑल द थिंग्स, then you will get a peace of mind. And Concord and New Hemisphere or Shillong or Pennsylvania, Pennsylvania basically, Pennsylvania, Shillongton, uh, New Hemisphere, Concord, New Hemisphere. These are not options because uh, you know uh, these are actually don't have the same historical connection with Alden Pond or Henry David Thoreau. So the place, remember the place, Concord, Massachusetts. So option D is correct answer. Okay. So next question we have, uh, which character survive at the end of Moby Dick? So I have already talked about this in my session. I took a session on Moby Dick. The correct option is, Ishmael. Call me Ishmael. Remember, call me Ishmael. Ishmael is the narrator. अब कोई जिंदा रहेगा तभी ना स्टोरी बताएगा. तो इश्माइल बच गया था ना, वो एक ताबू जैसा बनाया गया था, एक कब्र जैसा, याद है, लकड़ी का. तो उसमें वो बच गया था. कैप्टन अहाब मर गया था, क्विकेट भी मर गया था, फिडेल्ला भी मर गया था. जस्ट अंडरस्टैंड. If you read the novel, then obviously, if you read this, then obviously you will get that. And well, you are getting my points. Why I'm saying Ishmael is the narrator and the only crew member of the Pequod ship who survives the final confirmation with Moby Dick. The whale destroys the ship and kills everyone on board. Uh, Expect Ishmael, who manages to cling to Quickeg's coffin. Okay, coffin, which ironically becomes a life boy. Life boy. I mean to say, एक होता है ना जिंदगी का एक कुछ बचाने वाला. So I'm talking about that sense. Okay, and Captain Ahab is fixed it on revenge against Moby Dick. That is why he tried to kill Moby Dick, but ही फेल्ड, 3 बार उन्होंने मतलब चांस लिया मगर वो फेल हो गया एंड ही डाइड, बेसिकली ही डाइड। ओके, क्विकैग भी जो था, he is a close companion to Ishmael also, and he also dies uh, earlier in the story from illness. That is why he ordered to make a coffin, बट वो तो मर गया, बट उसका जो कॉफिन था वो इश्माइल इस्तेमाल किया उसने। एंड फिडेल्ला एक मिस्टीरियस प्रॉफिट था, याद करो आप लोग, वो एक मिस्टीरियस प्रॉफिट फिगर था। ही ऑल्सो meets his demise during the final encounter with Moby Dick. So here is the right option is Ishmael. Okay. So next is Sula's weakness. अरे भाई, क्वेश्चन तो आओ, इतना स्लो क्यों आ रहा है? बताओ। अभी बार बार अगर ऐसे करेगा तो कैसे होगा? कभी कभी लैपटॉप पे पता नहीं क्या हो जाता है। अभी अब ये फिक्स होगा तब ना। बताओ। कुछ कर भी नहीं रहा हूँ, ऐसे ही हो रहा है, बताओ। ओके ठीक है, फिक्स हो गया। सो द नेक्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज the bringing of whom is passively witnessed by Sula. Okay, so options are Hannah, Plum, Shedrick, Eve. Okay, so the right answer, correct answer is Hannah. Because if you read this novel, then obviously you will get Hannah, Sula's mother, accidentally catches the fire and burns to death. The narrative describes as a young Sula witnessing the event from the porch, but not actively trying to help. So this scene actually becomes a point of, contention between Sula and her grandmother. Actually, Eva, who becomes Sula for her inaction. So Hannah is the correct answer. Passively, you can see that question, that burning of whom is passively witnessed by Sula, right? So basically, Hannah is the correct answer. Question number 15, that is, who is the idiot in Faulkner's The Sound and the Fury? Quentin Benzie, Jason and Mrs. Compson. सो बेंजी या फिर बेंजामिन, बेंजामिन भी बोलो आप लोग, यही है ऑप्शन। क्योंकि ही वाज एक्चुअली हु इज अ इडियट, यहाँ पे इडियट मतलब यहाँ पे बोला जा रहा है एक्चुअली बेंजी वाज मेंटली डिसेबल्ड। एक्चुअली बेंजी कॉम्पसन इज अ कैरेक्टर often referred to as the idiot here, and he's basically mentally disabled and has limited understanding of the world around him. So Benzi is the correct answer. And Benzi or Benjamin referred as, idiot. Quentin, if I say the suicidal student, if you read, then you will understand the story. The suicidal student was, I think, Quentin. Jason was a failed businessman, right? So Benzi is the character, mentally disabled. That is why called as idiot. Okay. So next question, मतलब स्क्रॉल कर रहा हूँ, स्क्रीन पहले आ रहा है मेरे यहाँ पे, ठीक है। पता नहीं ऐसा क्यों हो रहा आज। आज ही के दिन ऐसा होना था। Anyways, so next question is question number 16. When does the mending when does the mending operation take place every year in frost mending wall? मतलब जो मेंडिंग वॉल का जो ऑपरेशन का मतलब क्या है, वो रिपेयरिंग के बारे में बोल रहा है, ठीक है। मेंडिंग ऑपरेशन मतलब वो रिपेयर होता था, तो दोनों तरफ से वो रिपेयर होता था, उसके नेबर के तरफ से भी और राइटर की तरफ से भी। सो किस टाइम पे? ऑटम, समर, विंटर, स्प्रिंग। बेसिकली स्प्रिंग। ओके, दिस इज द करेक्ट आंसर। सो इसमें अब कुछ बताने वाली वो बात है ही नहीं कि क्यों स्प्रिंग है, सबको पता है जिन्होंने पढ़ा है कि स्प्रिंग में ही होता था। ओके, स्प्रिंग के टाइम पे मतलब बहुत अच्छे से वो लोग कर पाते थे, क्योंकि यू नो basically springtime as the time for mending wall mending the wall, and the speaker actually initiates the task and says, at spring, mending time we walk the line। ऐसे करके एक लाइन है, आप लोग देख लेना। and set the wall between us 1 second। ऐसे करके एक लाइन है, आप लोग देख लेना, ठीक है। तो इसी वजह से मतलब एक लाइन पकड़ के वो लोग दोनों चलते थे, इस पार्ट में वो राइटर, उस पार्ट में उसका नेबर, ठीक है। तब देखते देखते चलते थे और रिपेयर भी करते थे, मगर वो दीवार जो है, बहुत कुछ उस दीवार का सिंबोलिज्म अगर देखो तो बहुत कुछ आता है। एनीवेज, द correct answer is spring. Okay, so let's talk about the next question, that is question number 17. Towards which direction were the horses इनवाइटेड, कॉमा है देखो, इसमें लाइन दिया गया, हेड्स एट द एंड ऑफ डिकिंसंस बिकॉज आई कुडंट स्टॉप फॉर डेथ। सो दिस इज वेरी मच इंपॉर्टेंट गाइस। सॉरी, वो इनवाइटेड कॉमा नहीं था, वो एपोस्ट्रोफी कॉमा था, हीरोज के बाद, हाँ एपोस्ट्रोफी कॉमा था। सो हेड्स एट द एंड ऑफ डिकिंसंस बिकॉज आई कुडंट स्टॉप डेथ। सो if you read this book, then obviously you will understand why this question asked. Actually, options are heaven, hell, eternity, mortality। किस तरफ मतलब हॉर्सेस का हेड था बेसिकली, तो वो सबको पता है आई थिंक। इटर्निटी के मतलब तरफ मुंह करके वो था, ठीक है। बिकॉज द फाइनल लाइन इफ यू सी of the poem describes the carriage heading towards entity eternity, ऐसे करके है। तो आप लोग इस चीज को देख सकते हो, ठीक है, इसलिए में भी है। सो eternity is the right answer, correct answer। okay, let's talk about the next question, that is फिर से 16 आ गया, बताओ। ये आना था 18, अब आ गया, चलो। पता नहीं माउस थोड़ा सा डिस्टर्ब कर रहा है। एनीवेज, what was Jim's enduring nickname for Laura in tennis Williams, the glass mirror, managerie, the glass managerie? Okay, this is the question। और ऑप्शंस है ब्लू रोजेस, रेड रोजेस, ब्लू मून, ब्लू माउंटेन। कौन सा ऑप्शन लगता है यहाँ पे? क्या यहाँ पे डी के बाद सी क्यों है? तो मैं इसको ठीक कर देता हूँ। ओके, चलो। So these are the options. Actually, the correct option is blue roses, because if you read this work, then in Tennessee, Williams, the glass managerie, actually Jim reveals the that his childhood nickname of Laura was blue roses, and these arose actually from a misunderstanding when Laura, who was often sickly, told him you know, she had uh, pleurisy। प्लेरिसिस मीन्स एक इन्फेक्शन था उसको, लंग इंफेक्शन, सो प्लेरिसिस। एंड जिम एक्चुअली अनफेमिलियर विद द टर्म प्लेरिसिस, जो मैंने बोला, PLEUROSIS, लिख लो आप लोग, प्लेरिसिस, प्लेरिसिस, ठीक है, दिस इज द टर्म। misheard and misheard. It has blue roses. Okay, so this enduring nickname highlights Laura fragility, uh, fragility and the unusual quality that Jim finds attractive in her. Okay, so the correct answer is blue roses. Okay, so let's talk about the question number 19, which is sorry, which is what was Jim's sorry, फिर से वही क्वेश्चन आ गया, बताओ यार क्या हो रहा है. चलो, who among the following is the supposed counterpart of Agamemnon in Eugene O'Neill's Morning Become Electra? Okay, so ये मतलब अभी आप लोग बता सकते हो, मतलब समझ सकते हो कि इस वर्क में who among the following is supposed to counterpart of Agamemnon. Okay, so basically, you know, uh, Ezra Menon is the correct answer because in this work, Morning Become Electra actually, it is a modern retelling of the Greek tragedy. और ये जो है वो द ओडेस्टिया जो एक्लिस का है ना, वो उसमें से तो लिया ही गया था. एंड वोनिल एक्चुअली जो है, जो राइटर, actually he creates characters, uh, the mirror those in the original play. And कुछ concepts बता रहा हूँ मैं, आप लोग सुन लो. And Ezra Menon, I'm talking about Ezra Menon. uh, Actually Ezra Menon fulfills the role of Agamemnon in Morning Becomes Electra, and he is Civil War general, okay, who is murdered by his Christine Menon and her lover Adam Pratt upon his return home. स्टोरी अगर पता है तो ऑब्वियसली समझ में आया ही होगा. अदर कैरेक्टर्स यहाँ पे कोई कुछ है नहीं, मतलब एसोसिएटेड इस टॉपिक पे तो नहीं है, बिकॉज ऑडिन मेनन्स रिप्रेजेंट्स ऑडेस्टिस, Agamemnon's son, who seeks revenge to his father's murder, and Christine Menon, represents Clytemnestra, याद है ना. And Adam Brad जो है, he actually represents his, if I say, I think Agisthus है, उसको represent करता था. And Peter Niles यहाँ पे जो देख रहे हो आप लोग, Peter Niles, option number D. He is a minor character, guys, who actually doesn't have the direct counterpart in the Orestia, or if I say Morning Become Electra. Okay, so basically Ezra Menon is the correct answer. And let's talk about the last question of this paper 6. What is the uh, preponderant, okay, preponderant aesthetic device found in Flannery O'Connor's Good Country People? Comic relief, ambiguity, irony, identity. So obviously irony, because in this particular work you can see that irony is the predominant, ponderant, ponderant जो है, प्रोनाउंस नहीं कर पा रहा हूँ सही से, प्रीपोंडरेंट एस्थेटिक डिवाइस मैं अगर इसको बोल सकता हूँ, बिकॉज this particular story actually filled the situational irony, समझो, where the outcomes of events in contrary to what is expected. Guys, for example, if I say, The character named Good Country Pupil turn out to be anything but good, and the supposedly simple characters reveal unexpected complexity. So others options are not even associated because एम्बिग्यूटी बोलूं एम्बिग्यूटी और इनडिटरमिनेसी के बारे में ही बोलता हूँ सी और डी के बारे में सो दे आर एक्चुअली प्रेजेंट्स इन द स्टोरी आपको अगर इस टर्म्स के बारे में नहीं पता बट दे आर नॉट द प्री पॉडरेंट aesthetic device and they are the story's irony is more prominent in shaping the meaning and effect. And comic reliefs actually is not also the option because uh, comic relief is not dominant aesthetic device in this particular work. So while there are elements of honor, oh sorry, humor in the story, so they serve more, accentuate the uh, darker themes rather than provide relief. Okay, so remaining option are not correct. इसको समझो ठीक है सो जो भी है आज थोड़ा सा लैपटॉप में दिक्कत आ रही थी तो इसी वजह से मतलब आगे पीछे हो रहा था आई होप आप लोगों को पूरा समझ में आया होगा और मुझे पता है आप लोग वीडियो तो देखते नहीं हो पूरा मतलब आंसर क्या है यही करते हो मगर देखो चीज़ों को अगर सही से एक्सप्लेन नहीं किया मतलब ये आधा घंटा 1 घंटा का वीडियो हो जाता है सो उसको मैं अगर चाहूँ तो 5-10 मिनट में कंप्लीट कर सकता हूँ बहुत लोग मतलब क्या करेंगे शायद वो लोग आएंगे आने के बाद क्वेश्चंस का आंसर देखेंगे बस चले जाएंगे थोड़ा सा मतलबी भी होते हैं लोग उनको बस अपने मतलब से मतलब होता है मतलब काम क्योंकि पेपर 5 का जो अपलोड किया था वीडियो उस पर भी मैंने देखा ये चीज़ व्यूज़ तो बहुत सारे आए मगर फैक्ट ये है कि कोई उस वीडियो को 5 मिनट से ज़्यादा देखा ही नहीं मतलब सबको वो क्वेश्चंस और आंसर्स यही चाहिए और कुछ नहीं सो ये 2 वीडियोस है अगर मैं इसमें भी सेम रिएक्शंस और सेम चीज़ में देखूंगा किसी ने अगर पूरा फुल वीडियो नहीं देखा होगा तो डेफिनेटली नेक्स्ट टाइम वो 7 और 8 पेपर का जो असाइनमेंट के क्वेश्चंस एंड आंसर्स है मैं प्रेजेंट नहीं करूँगा सो यही बोलना था और अच्छा लगा वीडियो तो डेफिनेटली कमेंट कमेंट सेक्शन भर दो अगर काम अच्छा लगा हो तो और अगर अच्छा नहीं लगा तो लाइक भी कर दो एटलीस्ट अगर लाइक भी नहीं किया तो ठीक है वेल एंड गुड नो प्रॉब्लम मैं तो अपना काम करते ही रहूँगा और आपके रिस्पॉन्सेज के ऊपर मेरा रिस्पॉन्स रहेगा ये चीज़ याद रखना चलो थैंक यू सो मच खुश रहो सब लोग बाय